I am back in Arizona for the 24 hours in the old Pueblo race. Last time, I ended up in hospital.
I feel dreadful.
I've got nothing.
You pissing blood?
I would go tonight and get tests.
It's not how I saw this ending.
This time, though, that's not going to happen. This time, I'm going to finish. Redemption, the act of redeeming or atoning for a fault or mistake, or the state of being redeemed. This then is a story of redemption. My redemption, in fact. Thanks to Manitou then for supplying their brand new R8X C4 to give me the best chance out there on course. I'm back here in the Sonoran Desert. But what actually happened last time? What am I going to do different? Last time's mishap. I thought I was recovered from Strafpuffer. The effects from that were probably deeper than I realised, even though I felt healthy. And I just don't think my sort of more immediate prep, like I said that week before, even though filming, I didn't sleep well, I didn't eat as good as I normally do. And I just maybe mentally wasn't as there as I thought I was, as well as physically. And all these things I think just added up. And I really struggled. So I had 3 laps. I've never had it 3 laps in where I was like, I'm cooked, like this is not gonna go well. So we did have a few things wrong with us in the end. Exertional rhabdomyolysis,
Rhabdomyolysis, or let's just call it rhabdo, is a pretty nasty condition where essentially muscles can break down. That can be triggered by lots of different things. And the sort of waste product of that muscle breakdown can be incredibly toxic to the kidneys and cause all kinds of problems. Rhabdo can be caused by lots of different things. I think specific to cycling, essentially a lot of exercise load on the muscle can go into stress, and the cells of the muscle can start to break down because of that, releasing these toxic proteins, one particularly called myoglobin, which can essentially get stuck, if you like, in the kidney and block the kidney and cause all kinds of damage to the kidney through that. So rhabdo, if left unchecked, can be fatal. That's how dangerous kidney failure is, essentially. And that's the rhabdo itself isn't the thing that kills you, it's the kidney failure secondary to the rhabdo. If the kidney completely fails, then it can't do those really vital jobs. And so that, if left completely unchecked, could be fatal, yeah.
The reason I've gone back to the old Pueblo is plain and simple, redemption. I, in my own terms, failed at my last attempt, unfortunately. And that's why I want to come back. I want to sort of prove to myself, and I want to show the viewers that it can be done, and I can do it sort of as, for myself as much as anything, really. We're in the sort of the coming weeks, and I've not done a 24-hour race already. That, probably looking back, was a bit silly. I've tried to train more, larger volume, just to get, ready for that kind of distance and time in the saddle. I've tried to really focus on smartly training. I've had a bit of help from certain personal training friends of mine we've looked at like just how much volume, steadily increasing it, and then actually, as it stands now, I'm decreasing that load, ready to just purely rest for the race. But what about the very special bike I'll be riding? It is of course my Orbea Oise, but what makes it extra special this time is the brand new Manitou suspension, an R8 fork and Mara Pro inline Gen 2 shock. This new R8 uses a 34mm Hyperlite chassis, up from the 32mm on the previous model, to increase stiffness as requested by the riders. Yet still with weight in mind, they managed to get the fork down to a staggering 1,480 grams. It's the internals that get interesting. Using the XC-tuned Dorado air spring, the system contains a unique balancing valve that equalizes the positive and negative air chambers during the airfill process. This gives the spring rate a consistent feel without any flat or dead spots in the stroke, along with giving riders of different weights the same initial stroke feel. Paired with the Mara Pro rear shock and the all-new Ace-induced remote lockout lever, Manitou have made their own tidy lockout and dropper lever combo to sit tidily under the bar. Armed with this new suspension then, it's time to sign on. Oh, that was easy enough. That's sign on done. We got a goodie bag. Bike's getting worked on by Bike Ranch Arizona, which is pretty cool. So let's go just chill out for a bit, I think.
How do you think Rich is going to do today?
Amazingly well. Yeah, he's going to do really good. He's not going to go out like a frog out of a box, are you?
No promises, Captain James.
Well, yeah, you'll smash it.
Thanks, darling.
And what do you want him not to do?
Not to go out like a frog out of a box.
End up in hospital.
Not to end up in hospital. No, you won't end up in hospital. Just to know...
You won't drive me there?
No, I can't. We won't be able to get out of this desert anyway. Not to take breaks, to eat properly, to drink right, and to just recognise when your body is telling you to have a break. I think
good egg, isn't she? She's a good egg. Good job, Poppet, thank you.
Are you a good egg?
I'm a very good egg. The problem is that I'm not very good at listening. It's so important to have an amazing support crew. And I don't want to discredit Owen's last year, but when someone knows you so well and has seen you through highs and lows, it just, you can't make up for that in any way. Like that's worth its weight in gold. And yeah, she knows me better than anyone. So to have her there, yeah, was irreplaceable. Right, let's get it done. Go pick up the old baton and then get to the start line. Okay, pop it.
Don't end up in the hospital, man.
Thanks guys, have fun. So when I turned up this year, that was quite a common statement. Oh, make sure you don't end up back in hospital. And it was actually, you know, from everyone, it came from a kind place. It was never like, oh, you're a good one, end up in hospital. Nothing. It was never like that. Everyone was like genuinely like, good to see you back. You know, hopefully you finish this time. And I was like, of course I'm flipping finished. That was in my head. Pressure-wise, that didn't really add to it at all because I know that people are just kind and concerned and are hyped to be there and hyped to be back. So I didn't add any extra pressure from sort of people reminding me, if you like, of what happened last time. I was fully aware of what happened, sadly. I actually think I could be a genius. I've got a life hack moment of these Le Mans style start races here. Even just we're walking to the start, I actually already feel better just wearing my normal, I'm going to call them running shoes. I don't really run in them, but that's what they are. And it's just way comfier. I don't know why I didn't do that last year. That seems stupid, because this is about a half-mile run, which for me might as well be a 30-mile run. So yeah, I actually feel better just even on the walk there, so that's pretty cool. Everyone's in there, everyone's like vibing. I don't really like that word, but it's cool. Everyone's like enjoying themselves. There's a little party going on here. That's like local radio or something. How sick's that? And it's just going to be good fun, I think.
How was the nervous peak?
Clear. That's all it needs to be. Now we can choke on dust for the first 10 miles. Alright, we've settled in a little bit now. Everyone sort of spread out a bit, found their pace. I found mine. You know what? I'm having a good time. I mean, it's only 15 minutes in, but it's all good. And funnily enough, as I pay attention to where I'm going, I'm starting to recognise it all again. It's all coming back to me, which is pretty cool. Back towards the rock slab and stuff, cool. You kind of stand up, give your legs a bit of a break. Probably the most consecutively long downhill bit. Oh dear, that didn't sound good in front. Hit the kicker! Hit the kicker! Hey, how's it going, Poppet? You alright? Tip. Tip top. Mwah! Bye! There we go, that is a lap done. Actually not too shabby. That was an hour 5-ish, so pretty cool. This time, last time, I was like, not feeling it at all. This time, we're all right. I'm gonna go out and do 4 consecutive laps. That'll be over 100k already. And then I think we'll pit after that, because then it'll be getting towards nightness. No, one more, and that'll be 4 in a row. Just like, kill me, darling. Love you, darling. Love you, darling. Smashing it. I'm feeling pretty good actually. So we've just done the first 100 and to the first 105k. But I've done it non-stop, so last time I had to have some breathers, I was feeling rotten. This time, we've just done Don. Thinking of the Don. Non-stop 105k. The only time so I quickly pitted was to obviously get supplies off Amy. Bike's feeling good. It's time I do need a bit of a break. No hand going. No hand, no glove going. Boom! Yeah, we're cool. Ah, no way. Look at that. The time has come, I need a pee. Pop it, we're going in. It's a one-man job though, darling. The colour of my pee will be a kind of clearish yellow. Hooray! Do you know what? I think that's the longest non-stop ride I've ever done, as in like 100k without stopping. That's quite far. As we move into the night shift then, clear lenses are very much required. That one goes there. So we'll just switch these, super simple. No big deal. Like I say, it gets super cold at night here, so hence the base layer and the warm top, and then we might have to go more on top again later. Sunset was around 8 p.m, 7:30, 8 p.m. when it got proper dark, I believe. So at that point, you're 8 hours in. So that's a lot of riding, a long time on the bike by anyone's measures. I was feeling good. I paced myself very well. I could have gone a bit faster, but I don't. You never know what the effects later on in the race will be. So by sunset, I was feeling pretty confident. I'd come in and had my dinner. I was in as good a place as I could have wanted to be at that sort of time. All right, the time has come to get illuminated, shed some light on the situation. And once again, thanks to Outbound Lighting, they're going to be supplying lights for me for the duration of this race. So we're going to go get them fitted up. Alright, so what are we running, Tom? What have we got here?
This is the Trail Evo, or Trail handlebar light, and then your hangover on the helmet. Optimized for where they're going to be mounted.
Okay.
Should be rock solid for you. Out of the way your Garmin, clears the cables.
Easy to change.
Yep.
Awesome, right?
These things are really cool.
I've got a date with the trail then.
Good luck. Godspeed.
Alright boys, I'll see you in a bit. I tell you what, you ain't gonna see a better sunset than this in many places. Have a look at this.
Richard Payne from GMBN. Welcome back, Rich. So much better than last year.
Thank you very much. Really good.
Last chance, no more left. Whiskey tree going dry.
The whiskey tree may have been going dry, but my drive to finish wasn't. I'd really taken time to focus on bike setup this year, with particular focus on the suspension. The new R8 has so much tunability, I was able to dial it in exactly how I wanted it. Oh, lovely bit of squirrel jacking. Every mega endurance thing I do, be it a race or just a challenge, you always hit that lull at like 3-4 o'clock in the morning when you've been out for ages and you are just fatigued, you are tired. But that happens at every single one, so I almost expected that. It didn't make it any easier, it's still really hard, but I knew that there would be a lull, or there is always a lull in motivation and willingness to keep going. And that's I think when you really have to dig that bit deeper and in this case be surrounded by good people to keep you going. So I would say that was the main lull, but there wasn't like a, man, I'm hitting a wall, I physically can't go on. There was luckily nothing quite that, but more a mental battle than anything else. Holy moly, some people are flying. So out of 111, we are top 10 at the moment.
Good job. How do you feel about that?
Oh, that's cool, isn't it? Right. Here we go. Into the abyss. Now we need some fresh lights, and I'm just swapping them out now. Now these outbound lights that I'm using put out 1,000 lumens respectively here, 2,200 here on the bar mounted one. And the interesting thing is, this nice little quick release thing to do, you'll get a 6.5 hour run time out of the one on your head, and that's obviously with it on the lowest setting, and you'll also get 8.5 hours out of the one on the bar combined. But the good thing is, it's not just obviously how they go putting out, you know, there are lights out there, I don't say, that put out thousands more lumens, but it's the way that they put the light out onto the trail that really matters. You know, the spread that it uses, it's not just one big spotlight, it actually means you get a good sort of peripheral light all over the trail. So yeah, right, we're heading out for lap 9. Poppett's been cooking up a feast and looking after me. Fresh bottle, fresh chamois cream. What more can you want in life? Right, see you in a bit. I'm alright. I've gone 40k past my longest ride, my previous ride, so that's quite cool. So that's a win nonetheless, regardless of how much more or less I do or don't do, which is pretty wicked. But my wrists are feeling it. It's relentless, because it's a course obviously that just there's not much let up in it. It's not up and down, it's quite flat. So you're just on it the whole time. And it's cold. Sunrise is elation. It is happiness. It's a little bit of sadness, because you're like, oh, well, God, we're nearly there. But as a whole, when sunrise hits, as I said, you're just hyped, because you can see where you're going. The end's in sight. It's the home stretch. It's warming up. You don't have to have as many layers on. You start, everyone's mood picks up when the sun rises. You start seeing all the other riders more people pop out on track, and just the whole, I don't like to say it, but the vibe, it gives me the heebie-jeebies saying vibe, I don't know, but it's just better. That is sunrise. This big smile is because I just surpassed the 300 kilometer mark. I mean, that's crazy. I am feeling it, I am cooked. I'm sore, I'm achy. I'm tired. I'm everything else that goes with racing for 24 hours. But that's a sick achievement. With the end well and truly in sight, comfort had definitely been key in finishing, and while no 24-hour race is truly comfortable, the right tools for the right job always help. I'd softened my suspension up to help with the small bump absorption, and because of the VTT Pro X damper, the high and low speed compression remained unaffected during the lockout modes, so I was always riding with the feeling I wanted and without compromise. But enough of that, I'm nearly there. This is it then, the final descent of the race. Get in, you beauty. And we're done. Oh. There's a little bit more time left on the clock for the race, but I think if I head back out, I'm not gonna make it back. I'm absolutely cooked.
It's super good. Go team.
Thanks very much. So my result for this race in solo men's was 13th out of 111 or 12, I believe. So yeah, hyped for that. At this race, in total, I rode 317.8 kilometers, by far the furthest and will probably ever cycle a bicycle. Calories burned, 9,400 calories I burnt in that. So that earned me a Big Mac, didn't it? And I climbed half an Everest as well. So yeah, looking back at them now, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna say it in some impressive stats. I'm pleased with those. 5 words to summarize the race. Exhausting. Oh man, you have to bear with me here. So, I mean, I don't want to just say fun, tiring, sunny, hot, dust. Those are just, because those are poor descriptive words for something that's way more. So, 5 words to summarize the race. See you next time, maybe. There you go. Holy moly!
Cento. Kinko. Don't know how many that is.
Cactuses are like that. Hello, everybody, I'm Rod Bloody Gilbert. The power of 1,000,000 humans! He's lost it.
You actually turned my... Oh, stop.